September the 11th, they marched through our town centre, celebrating with police presence there, walking along with them. Now, when England was at war with the IRA, there would never have been 20 Irishmen allowed to stand in the town centre and recruit for the IRA. So why are these people being allowed to do it? Because they're hiding behind their Muslim religion, because our government and our councils are so scared of them, and they bend over backwards to appease everything for them.
I think our viewers might also find it shocking. You're saying that on September 11th...
They celebrate every year.
Yes.
They celebrate every single year. And then when you have your minute silence, if there's any Asians in the town, wherever they are, bam, 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 they make noise, they cheer. They march every September the 11th and celebrate. And it's not in the media, it's not on the news, it's nowhere. So we're in the town centre, we see it. If we try and oppose that, we'll be arrested for some stupid religious or racial crime.
By coincidence, the day before we came here to interview you, there was an incident in the town of Leeds. What was that incident about?
Basically, because the English Defence League group is in the media, they're portraying it as being set up by local football groups across the country. So I think there's now 50 different divisions in Britain. All different football clubs have got their own divisions of English Defence League, which is groups from across the country joining up and uniting as one to oppose Muslim extremists, because there is no opposition to it. And basically in Luton, 60 young Muslims run into the local pub, which is where the local football team supporters drink, and they randomly, racially attack everyone.
And I want to explain to our viewers, what is a football club?
It's a soccer club. It's football, David Beckham, you've seen in America. It's where, basically, in England, I know you have all your sports out there, in England, everything's football.
So basically, in
soccer, yeah.
In the town of Luton, you have clubs that are set up, and you have certain football fans that go to certain clubs.
Yeah, when Luton play, we have certain pubs like the White House pub in Luton Town Centre is the main pub where all Luton Towns, which is the soccer club, will go and drink after the game. So because of all the media saying that this is on all the national news saying that the group, the English Defence League, they're labelling us far right and racist, which we're not. But because they say that in their football clubs, then the young Muslims have targeted and attacked a football club where people are drinking.
Do you have a fear that England will become Islamified?
It's a mathematical fact.
And why would that be?
That would be because they have 10 children and we have 2. If you just look, like I remember when, say the junior school that I went to, the junior school that I went to, when I went there was no Muslims. Now if I drive past that junior school, there's not one non-Muslim. It is all Muslims. So you take another 10, 15 years, and then that would be the same with the high school. So within 20, 30 years, every single school in the town we're coming from will be Muslim, because all the kids are Muslim. And they're even converting.
Through us, our Christian doctrines tell us to take one wife and raise a family. But maybe 20 years ago there might have been 4 children in that family. Now it's 2, whereas Muslims can take 4 wives,
10 kids each way.
and have 10 children for each wife. That's 40 children per se, and basically that's a lot of benefits being drained out of the system.
If you just say, all I go back to is grassroots. If you just go back to school when you're at school, and you sit in the school dinner table, you look around the dinner table, you've got black kids sitting with Sikhs, sitting with Indians, sitting with Chinese, sitting with Jews, everyone integrating English, everyone sitting together, integrating, having their dinner. In the corner you've got 4 Muslim tables. Because even in school, they don't integrate. They do not want to know you, they do not want to be friends with you, they're not allowed to.
They call us the Kappa.
They're taught not to. The school went to close down for 3 days for race riots. The school, it's for kids of 14 and 15 at school. They had to close it down for 3 days for race riots.
And we're a peaceful movement. We would like reform rather than revolution. We're pro-government, we're pro-British country, pro-British police. And to be fair to the police, they have caught up. When in our town, the Islamic radicalisation of our town started probably since the first invasion of the Cold War in 1991. A friend of mine was stabbed to death by 10 Asians who was attempting to take away. Sorry, I say Asians, it was Chinese, it's not Pakistani Muslims, stabbed to death to China and finally taken away. We all knew even his widow said it was a racially motivated attack. However, that's put down to however, we had Athel Hamza in the town from 1993 to 94. My friend was killed in 94. So in the town, you always have a bit of friction, but prior to the Gulf War invasion, it was